Can the Gauchos bounce back and get on the winning track? Can the Tritons of UC San Diego knock out 2 heavyweights in a row? We know the Bows can hit the cutter, but can they ultimately make the cut? It's almost time to dance, folks, so we have some answers for you, because this is the Big West. Start Thursday at the Bren Center. Eaters and the Tritons. Irvine has won 5 straight overall and 5 straight at home. Early going, Jace Rockamore finds Francis Wakoria for the 3. Tritons have a double-digit lead, and Big Russ wants the TO. Later, it's Roddy Anderson III with another triple, pushing the lead for UC San Diego to 14. Anderson again, and it's Tritons by 17. UC San Diego by 18 at the half. Anderson would finish with 25 on the game. Early second half, Bryce Pope makes it a 19-point lead, 3 of his 24. Tritons would end up shooting 15 of 36 from beyond the arc. Pope and Wakoria execute the pick and pop. Francis ends up with 22 on the game. UC San Diego's lead swells to 20. Pope again to the window for UC San Diego. The Tritons continuing to pour it on. Could they pull the Buster Douglas tonight in Orange County? Jace Rockamore, 2 of his 11 for Tritons, would finish the game in double digits. But the Eaters starting to muster some resistance. Here's the 3 from DJ Davis as he gets the friendly bounce. The lead is down to 12. Davis would finish with 19. Nearing 4 minutes to play, Dawson Baker takes it to the 10. Eaters racing to get back into it. The 3 for Dawson Baker off the bounce, punctuating a 15-5 UC Irvine run. It's now a 4-point game. Baker would end up leading all scorers with 33, and he's pumped up. Justin Hone here makes it a 6-point game with just about 30 seconds left. Hone with 10 off the bench for UC Irvine, but the Tritons hang on, and UC San Diego scores the upset on the road against UC Irvine, ending that Eaters' 5-game win streak. Antavian Collins stakes CSUB to a 6-point lead with 2 of his 20 as the runners take on CSUN. Atten Wright from long distance gives the Matadors a 3-point lead in the Valley. Late first half, CSUN playing inside out. De'Aaron Tucker finds Marcel Stevens for the 3. Matadors up 8. First half winding down, Johnny Walter hits the putback. CSUN by 12 at the break. Second half, Marvin McGee III out of the corner for CSUB. He'll trim the lead to 8. McGee would finish with 13. 4-point game, Stevens finds Ethan Ibanago for the 3. 14 for Ethan off the bench as he was 3 of 4 from distance. Bino Smith to the hoop for the runners. Count it and the foul. 3-point game. Matadors, though, break the press. Here's Atten Wright to the iron. 28 points and 10 rebounds for Wright, his first career double-double. Travis Henson for the runners, though. He'll tie the game. He had 11 on the night. Deshaun Allen-Ikens in the lane for CSUN puts them back up by 2. 16 at the end of the game for Allen-Ikens. With this free throw, Atten Wright reaches 1,000 points for his CSUN career, the 23rd Matador to reach that plateau. Mid-range here for Allen-Ikens. CSUN's lead is out to 6, and the Matadors even the season series against CSU Bakersfield. They move to 4-4, their second time through the league. We now head to the Thunderdome, where the Gauchos await the Beach. Santa Barbara trying to rebound from 3 straight losses. First half, Lucina Traore down inside for Long Beach State. Double-double for him with 17 and 11. Later, it's Abubakar Traore off the dribble to the goal. He'd finish with 12 points to go with 10 rebounds and 7 assists. Bad news for the Beach. Jadon Jones turns his ankle. He'd need some help from Jeffrey Yon to get off the floor. Now some good news for the Beach. Marcus Johannes finds Tobias Rodegard corner pocket 3-ball. Beach by 9. Rodegard finished with 9. Gauchos, though, get going. A.J. Mitchell beats the double team, the leaner in the lane. He'd finish with 28. The Beach lead down to 6. Later, Gauchos dipping into the matrix. Mr. Anderson. Cole Anderson, left corner 3. Lead down to a point. 18 on the game for Mr. Anderson. Beach still leading by 1, and Tejones takes it down to the other end to the cup. Lead back to 3 for Long Beach State. Later, game now tied. It's Tejones again. The jumper from outside the lane. Long Beach State goes to the half up by a bucket. Tejones with 16 on the night. Second half still close. Mitchell again. The drive to the bucket puts UC Santa Barbara on top by 3. More A.J. Mitchell. This time he finds Miles Norris for the three-pointer. Chef's kiss from Norris. He'd end up with 16 points and 7 rebounds. The Gauchos now lead by 4. Later for the Beach, when he jumps from the ground and then dunks it down. That's Traore. Abubakar off the inbound, 2 of his 12. Later, it's a 1-point game. A.J. George down low for the Beach. He puts it up and in, it spins down. 11 for George. The Beach has the lead. Later, though, Mitchell in the lane for Santa Barbara. 4 rebounds and 6 assists to go with his 28. Gauchos go up. After 3. A couple of free throws, UC Santa Barbara is able to close it out. They get back on the winning track, holding serve at home. We wrap up Thursday in Honolulu as Mikey Magpayo brings UC Riverside to the island to take on the Bows. Early going, Kamaka Hepa using the dribble and the glass for 2 of his 14 to go with 8 rebounds. Late first half, Bows move the ball. They find Noel Coleman in the corner for 3, and Hawaii up 7. Later, it's Bernardo Da Silva down low, spins to the bucket for 2. Da Silva puts the Bows up by 9. They lead by 11 at the half. Second half, though, Riverside getting started. 2 from Zion Pullen, trimming the lead down to 8. Later, 6-point game, the run out for Zion. Highlanders creeping closer. The missed free throw by Pullen here, but the rebound by Ulbrich, who gets it to Zion for the 3. 1-point game, Zion Pullen would finish with 24. Under 7 minutes to play, Pullen pulls up for the 3. Riverside takes the lead, a 12-0 run for the Highlanders. Tie game again, Ulbrich out front. He lets fly just as the shot clock expires. UC Riverside by 2, 13 points and 10 rebounds for Ulbrich. Later, it's Riverside by 4, and it's Pullen again, just willing his team to victory. 18 second-half points. Highlanders are now up by 6. Nearing 2 minutes to play, though, the Bows find Noel Coleman top of the circle. Bang! It's a 3-point game. 10 points on the night for Coleman. Minute to play, Kamaka Hepa to the lane. Finding Da Silva. He'll make it a 1-point game. 15 points and 6 rebounds for Bernardo. With a second and a half left, Hepa from the line misses the front end of the 1-and-1. Ulbrich with the rebound. The Highlanders with the big road win. Riverside has now won 4 of their last 5 in Honolulu. They pulled to within half a game of first place UC Irvine. We start Saturday at Icardo Center where Cal State Fullerton takes on CSUB in a matinee. Bino Smith down underneath off the feed from Marvin McGee, 2 of his 10, and CSUB off and running. Later, 3-point game, Travis Henson pokes it away. He'll go the length of the floor for the jam. Runners up by 5. Latrell Wrightsell Jr. with the runner in the lane for Fullerton. It's a 1-point game. Wrightsell Jr. would finish with a dozen. Late first half, tie game, Marvin McGee III breaks the tie with this 3. He'd finish with 8 points and 8 rebounds. Max Jones on the run out takes the ball all the way to the rim for the Titans. It's a 1-point game at the break, 17 on the night for Jones. Second half, Grayson Carper the 3 from the corner, and Fullerton with a 4-point lead. 9 on the game for Carper, all from beyond the arc. Max Jones again down the lane. Fullerton is now up by 6. Titans ready to break away in this one. But Bakersfield ties the game at 50, so Latrell Reitzel Jr. takes it into the lane. He gets the bucket, puts the Titans back in the lead. 2-point lead for Cal State Fullerton. Max Jones off the dribble finds Jalen Harris. 3 from the wing. Harris with 15, and the Titans up by 5. Still a 5-point game, but Travis Henson to the rim for the jam. Bakersfield stays within striking distance. 5 seconds left, and it's Henson again. He ties it with a 3. 22 on the game for Travis Henson. 3 of 4 from deep. We're going to overtime. Early in the OT, Max Jones to the hoop for the 2, giving Fullerton the early lead. Jones finished 7 of 11 from the floor. Just 6 points on the game for Vincent Lee, but he made these 2 count. 4-point lead for the Titans in overtime. 17 seconds left, 2-point lead for Fullerton. Marvin McGee for the lead, but can't connect. Scramble for the ball, and the foul on Bakersfield. There'd be no dramatic finish for the runners. The Titans close out their 6th in a row to move within a half game of second place. Mott Athletic Center for UC Davis and Cal Poly. Back to action for the Aggies after they couldn't answer the bell Thursday for Fullerton. Chance Hunter with the 3-ball stakes Cal Poly to a 6-point first-half lead. 8 points for Chance on the game. Kane Milling responds for UC Davis from mid-range. Milling finished with 10 points and 11 rebounds. It's a 2-point game. Under 2 minutes to play first half, Mustangs go down low to their veteran Ali Karoma, who puts it up and in. 9 points on the game for Karoma. Late first half, Leo DeBrule with the 3 to tie it for the Aggies. 11 points for DeBrule, who was 3 of 6 from distance. Still time for Brantley Stevenson, who pulls up for Cal Poly and gives the Mustangs the lead going to the break. 13 points and 6 rebounds for Stevenson. Second half, Leo DeBrule finds Elijah Peppa for the 3, and the Aggies now have the lead. Moments later, again from 3 for Elijah Pepper. He'd finish with 20. Aggies back in the lead, but the Mustangs hanging around. Later, Cal Poly by 3. Kane Milling connects from long distance to tie the game at 50. A rock fight up on the Central Coast. Brian Penn Johnson with the dunk off the feed from Julian Franklin. A 2-point lead with under 3 minutes to play. Could things be turning for the Mustangs? But Davis handles business from the free throw line. They close it out to win the game on the road at Mott. The Aggies bounce back with a win. Next stop, the Gold Mine, where Long Beach State hosts CSUN due to a design defect in the pyramid affected by the weekend rain. No Jadon Jones for the Beach, while CSUN would be without leading scorer Atten Wright. Marcel Stevens, the early 3 for CSUN. He ended up with 11. The Matadors 6 of 10 from distance to start it off. CSUN playing inside out. This time, Deshaun Allen-Ikens with the 3. Matadors take the early lead. But Marcus Sahonis of the Beach wants some of that too. The 3 here pushes the Long Beach State lead to 5. Then later, Sahonis again, the runner in the lane. The Beach up by 7 as he pays tribute to Sib Hashian with the hairdo. Up next, Hunter finds Abubakar Traore for the slam. 17 points and 12 rebounds for Traore. The Beach up 7 at the half. Second half, Abubakar to Lucina for one of his 8 assists, and the Beach is back up by 8 points. Later, the turnaround from Lucina Traore. He had 18 on 7 of 11 shooting to lead Long Beach State. The Beach now up 11. But the Matadors push back. Here's Ethan Ibanago with the 3. He'd finish with 19 on the game, cuts the lead to 8. Deshaun Allen-Ikens in the lane to the hoop, using the window, trims the lead down to 3. 21 points for Allen-Ikens on 8 of 11 shooting. Ibanago again off the dish from Pezeshki and hits the 3. He shot 5 of 8 from deep, and we have a tie ball game. Matador sticking around. Fidelis Okereke with authority. 61 all with under 4 minutes to play. But how about A.J. George with some clutch shooting for the Beach here? The 3 out of the corner. 11 points for George on 5 of 6 shooting. Later, it's Marcus Sahonis again from 3. 7-point lead for Long Beach State. That would just about do it. Fun afternoon at the Gold Mine for the Beach, who come away with the win. Even the Shark is loving it on a rainy day. 10th conference win for Long Beach State. Coming off the upset of UC Irvine at the Bren, UC San Diego hosts the Gauchos of UC Santa Barbara at Lion Tree Arena. First half, Calvin Wishart finds Andre Kelly for 2 of his 11 to go with 11 rebounds. Gauchos up 5. Later in the first half, Kelly returns the favor to Wishart, who connects from 3, 15 for Wishart to go with 6 rebounds, shooting 3 of 6 from deep. A.J. Mitchell takes it to the hoop for the Gauchos, and you can count it. Mitchell would finish with 10, and Santa Barbara is up by 8 points. Josh Pierre-Louis finds Miles Norris cross-court for the corner 3, 25 for Norris, who hit all 4 of his attempts from beyond the arc. Jace Rockamore and Francis Wakoria worked the pick and pop for UC San Diego. 19 points and 10 rebounds for Wakoria. Lead is down to 6. Bryce Pope to the iron, using the window for the bucket. Pope would finish with 16 on the night for UC San Diego. Later, Pope triggering the break finds Roddy Anderson on the run out. Anderson swoops to the bucket for 2 of his 21. 4-point game. Gauchos up 4 at the break. Second half, UC Santa Barbara in transition. Miles Norris with the dunk. He was 9 of 11 from the floor. 5-point lead for the Gauchos, but Roddy Anderson III with the 3. And UC San Diego is hanging tough. Wishart with 1 of his 8 assists as Josh Pierre-Louis with the dribble, the spin, uses the window to push the lead to 9 for the Gauchos. Later, Pierre-Louis again off the feed from Wishart. To the cylinder, 14 points on 7 of 9 shooting. Gauchos up by 11. Under 4 minutes to play, Mitchell with the steal, 1 of his 6 assists. He sends it ahead for Pierre-Louis, who provides the acrobatics. Gauchos by 18. They'd secure the win to keep pace with UC Riverside. The Gauchos now 13-5 in Big West play. We wrap up Saturday on the island with the Eaters and the Bows. Senior day crowd at Stan Sheriff Center. Irvine without Devon Tillis. No Bernardo da Silva for Hawaii. Irvine with the early lead. Crockroll to the iron, can't finish, but Brent Loyston with the tip. 8 points and 6 rebounds for Bent. Pick and roll action. Jovan McClanahan with the lob, and the freshman Morsek with the finish. 7 assists for McClanahan. 4 minutes left in the half, and DJ Davis breaking the tie with the 3. He'd go 6 for 11 from beyond the arc on the game. Jovan McClanahan responds for Hawaii. His only 3 of the game pulls Hawaii to within 4 of the Eaters. Late first half, Samuta Avea with the flash, the catch, and the J. Eaters would be up by 2 at the break. Second half, Dawson Baker gets involved for Irvine. The follow-away in the lane for Baker, and he pushes the Anteaters' lead to 7. Baker here with the 3 off the DHO. 12 points on the night for Dawson Baker as UC Irvine's starting to pull away. But Jack Ruliadev answers for Hawaii, the Aussie with the tray. He'd end up with 10 points on the evening. Ruliadev again, this time with the feed to the cutter McClanahan. 2 of his 27. Count it and the foul. McClanahan would hit 10 of 11 from the free throw line. Fast break for Hawaii. Samuta Avea to Morsek for the dunk. Big game for the freshman from Senegal. 14 points, 16 rebounds on 7 of 11 shooting, stepping in for Bernardo da Silva. McClanahan finds the local kid Avea for the 3. 10 points for Samuta. The Bows have the lead, and the senior day crowd is loving it. Hawaii handles business from the free throw line, but DJ Davis drills the 3 to make it a 1-possession game. 27 for Davis, the Eaters with 1 last shot. But Hawaii would eventually close it out. Irvine falls into a 3-way tie for first, with Hawaii and Fullerton both just a game out. Big win for the Bows in front of their senior day crowd. That's all for now, folks. See you next week on This is the Big West.